Okay, so this is a fun one. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. And we have some familiar chords in here. So again, we have our G minor, which we've been playing in Havana and in our I'll Be Home for Christmas. So first finger, first fret, second finger, second fret, third string, third fret, third finger, second string. Now the nice thing about You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, to get that G minor 6, we just have to raise our third finger off that third fret. So we have You're a Mean One, which sounds fantastic as our transition into the next part of the lyric. So you're a mean one, whoops, get the right chord, G minor, you're a mean one, lift the finger, Mr. Grinch, and then we move on to our C minor 6. So that's the third fret. And if you really want to, you can bar it without hitting that fourth string. So we need to do 1, 2, and 3 on the third fret. Or, which I'm hoping you do because it's really hard to transition to the next one because you don't want the first string held down. So if you can get used to curling your fingers, do those exercises, and use your third, second, and first finger, your W fingers, and you put them on the third fret on the first, second, and third string. There's our C minor. And then to get the next chord, it's a D7. So we need to move up and over one string and put your pinky on that C. So here's our D, D7. So it sounds like this. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. And there's our 4 chords. Then we move on into G minor again. You really, and A7, that wonderful single note, finger note. Are a heel. That's back to D7. Now, if you want to get the cool transition of the chords in the song, so we have D7, slide those 3 fingers up and back down again. You're only sliding the second, third, and fourth fingers of your D. Move them up. Doesn't that sound cool? So when we put that together, you really are a heel. And you can do it or not, but in a group, it'll sound really fantastic if some do and some don't. But hopefully it's a simple slide for you. And then we move on to our lovely, back to G6. You're as cuddly as a cactus, C minor. You're as charming, and this is the F7, so you play your F, which you can still play to get the sound that you want for the voicing, but if you add your pinky, that gives you the F7. You're as charming as an eel, G minor, Mr. A7, Grinch. And then in the song, I took out the extra chords, but took out too many. We still need a D7 to play that funky line. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. Back to G minor. Da-na-na. And then if you bar those first 1, 2, 3 at the top there, first fret. Da-da, da-da-da, da-da. Then we go back into the next verse with G minor. So it's a really fun song. It does take practice for those transitions. Muscle memory will eventually take over. But I really like this song. We could play You're a Mean One. So down, down, up. Mr. Grinch. But if we want to go a little more dramatic, which I think we can for this song, we can just play single, really aggressive strums because he's a mean one, Mr. Grinch. So we can go, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. I think that sounds way better. So we can decide as a group how we want to do that. So again, G minor, G minor 6, lift that third finger off. Get your 3 fingers on your C minor, move up and over, and add your pinky for your D7 and G minor, your A7, back to D7, slide, back to G minor, back to C minor 6, and then we have our F7, which is our F, with our pinky on the C. Both sound just as good as an EL. Back to G minor, Mr. Grinch, and then we pause. D7, play the whole thing through, and we play that twice, and then we go back into the G minor. Da-da-da. And then this crazy chord, the G minor 7 B5. I'm not even sure how to say what that chord is. And that's your first, second, and third string. Press down with the flat of your finger on the first fret. So, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And there you have it. So let's give this a go. So we'll now have a play along. And will we have an intro? Yes, we will. So we have the intro of da-da-da-da-da. Or I guess, no, we don't. We have the first line that starts off the intro. So we have G minor. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.